Welcome to Off the Top, episode 3. I wasn't going to do this episode today because it's just not a good day, man. I'm exhausted today, and I'm like, okay, we'll do it anyway. That's the whole point of Off the Top, is not to only do it when I feel like it, just do it all the time, consistently. So AI will give me a phrase, and I will see in my tired, exhausted state where my mind takes it. The phrase for this episode is record one take, whatever happens becomes the episode. That wasn't the phrase. That was the advice. The phrase is the last chair in the room. The last chair in the room, I guarantee I'm going to be sitting on that chair because it most likely means musical chairs. And I'm good at musical chairs. You know, there are sports you can be really good at. Oh, man, I'm an excellent at karate. I'm super good at basketball. Yeah, but I was kick-ass at musical chairs. When it came to dodgeball and musical chairs, forget about it. I was confident as a child with those two. Musical chairs, I could basically teleport from chair to chair. And there's this game on Roblox, musical chairs, that Ray and I were playing. And I'm telling you, I win almost every single time. I could win over and over again, unless it's one of those times in which the chairs are exploding, and then it's kind of like chance. But if you ever want to know how to win at musical chairs when it comes to playing Roblox, I'm the guy you want to talk to. I've got advice you wouldn't believe. I have advice you wouldn't believe. Well, you would believe it because it would make sense, and then you would win. Then you'd be like, he has advice I believed. Because it's really simple, and I don't know why more people don't do it. But it's a simple game, and then a lot of times Ray will make me play it until I win, because even though I just said I always win, I don't always win. Most of the time I lose playing Roblox games. You know, these kids beat me all the time. Ray will beat me at these games all the time. I get frustrated. I'll give him the controller. If we're playing on PC, I'll say, just get me past. Just for the love of God, get me past this point. Then I'll be fine. But when it comes to musical chairs, you know, I do well. But one day I was struggling because I switched from like mouse and keyboard, and I got used to doing that. Then there's different techniques with the controller. And I was struggling, and he said I had to play it until I won like 3 in a row. And I was getting so frustrated, but that's what he likes. He thinks it's funny when I get frustrated. And I said, dude, I just don't want to play this anymore. But then I have to focus. I have to win 3 in a row. And then I run around inside. Little do these kids know that an old man just beat them at musical chairs, you know. But it's fun. I really enjoy Roblox. I enjoy video games. I think everyone should play video games. I think video games are great. Not everyone should play video games. I don't really care who plays video games, actually. Kind of lost you see what I'm saying? My brain is just like, you ever feel like when you wake up that your brain is cloudy, just like it's foggy. It feels like it just feels like it's heavy, you know what I mean? And you can't think clearly. I hate that. A lot of people don't understand what it means. They'll look at someone find someone who's like depressed, for instance, and they'll be like, oh my God, look at this person. They're so depressed. They're just being lazy. They're just avoiding doing things. It's not like that, man. If my brain worked perfectly and I could see clearly and I didn't feel like my energy was so low I could barely move, I couldn't care less if I was depressed or tired or anything else. If I'm feeling a lot of anxiety and my brain was still clear and I could think clearly and see the world with the right perspective, I couldn't care less. But that's not how it works, man. It affects you deeply. It makes it so you can't see past simple things. And when you try to do something, you feel like a zombie. You know, you feel like you're a zombie trying to accomplish something. It's a really horrible feeling, and I don't like it. But my goal for the rest of my life is I don't expect perfection. I've done a great job of figuring a lot of things out so I don't have to carry that same weight I used to carry with me all the time. But unfortunately, when I did figure it out, I was in such a bad financial situation because I spent so much time on that. And I didn't spend a whole hell of a lot of time on, okay, let's figure out how to make money, because I was my mental health wasn't right for me to be successful. And I needed to fix that first. And now that I'm there, it feels great until I look at my bills and look at how much money I have in the bank account. Then it doesn't feel great. It doesn't matter, you know. So you could figure out everything in life, rid yourself of all the anxiety that's not necessary, rid yourself of all the fear that's not necessary. But at the end of the day, if you don't have money, I mean, that's a real stress. When you feel that anxiety, it's not like something you learned as a child and carry with you because you're looking at things with the wrong perspective. That's like legit, and I don't like that. But I'm moving forward every single day, and that's all I have to do. And I'm hoping that not this Saturday, but next Saturday, I'm performing on the street. That's my goal. I used to do some street performance with drumming and dancing, tap dancer, and I really enjoyed it. And I haven't even put on my shoes well, I put them on, but I haven't actually used them, haven't actually done any dancing to speak of at all for probably, I don't know, 12, 15 years. And the last time I performed, it was only like a short, like 2-minute thing. But I think I'll be better now than I was when I was younger. Because when I was younger, I was intense, man. And I would just rip up the floor. I would just stare straight down and just rap it. And now I can't do that, number one. And number two, I think it'll be better if I don't do that. I think it'll be much better if I just lay out some smooth rhythms. I've been working on the spoons a lot. And today I got a lot better. So if I consistently do the spoons, and you hear that? Goddamn right you hear that. E5. All right. Now, right now, it's not good enough, and it seems kind of silly, right? But wait, just wait. And when I go to perform on the street, I will make a video of that. And I will either be like, oh, hell yeah, or I'll be like, oh, God, no. Don't know which one yet. But if it's, oh, hell yeah, if it's what I see in my head and I could pull it off, then I'll know if it's good or not because I'll come home with some cash. And if it's not, people will go like this. And if I see a lot of that, then I'll just go home. I'm just hoping the temperature drops because it's been over 90 degrees, over 90. Today, I think when I was driving to Costco, it was 97 degrees. Hot, just hot and dry, and the air quality is horrible. So I'm looking forward to it cooling down. But anyway, I think this is a good place to stop. And the reason I mentioned the street performance is because I don't want to not do that. Even if no one watches this video, for myself, I want to go through with that. Because I just feel like at this point in time, I need to. Thank you for watching the episode. And keep your eye open for number 4.